Well, I'm still on a massive high after the last episode, and today I reckon that my confidence of how we're going to finish at the end of the season is going to carry over to the players, and we're obviously going to win both of our games today in the League Cup against Coleraine, and then in the league against our biggest title contenders this year, supposedly, Newry City. What's happening, guys? Hello and welcome to episode 2 of season 2. We are still the manager of Ballinamallard United and I am Razmataz. Today we have got our first League Cup game. It's the League Cup second round. We are playing Coleraine away from home and we are not favourites for this game. So fingers crossed we're going to be able to get it done. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to, pull off an upset here and make our way through to the third round. And then we have a big league game coming up against Newry City, who at the start of the season anyway, they're not having the greatest of starts. As you can see, they're down in 6th at the moment, but they are touted to be our biggest competition for the league. So big game there as well. And we're at home for that one. So, not too bad. We've got that home advantage we can try and make use of. Since you were last with me, we have played one game. So we played against Institute. Obviously, last game out that you were here for, we played Newington. We won 3-0. Then we played Institute away from home and we won that one 1-0. Not the most convincing of victories, but there was hardly any highlights whatsoever. This is obviously since the update has been done, so it's the new match engine, but there was next to no highlights, and then we won 1-0. Ben Cushney getting himself a goal. Ben Cushney scored 2 in 2. And our previous first choice striker in Shane McGinty, he's got 4 finishing, and I just don't feel massively confident about that. So we're going to be starting Ben Cushney for the foreseeable future until things are changed or my hand is forced. We'll see how we go. Either way, we're going to play these 2 games here today. Fingers crossed, 2 wins here, and then we will be looking real nice in the league and through in the League Cup. As we can see, we're just competitive in the League Cup. So be competitive in the League Cup. I'm not sure really what they classify that as. When last season with Banbridge, it said be competitive in the League Cup. We went out in the first game we played and it said success or passed or something along those lines. So hopefully, regardless of what happens, we'll be fine. But a win would be nice, right? A win would be nice. This is the team that we're going for. So Shields in goal, Scott at left back, Rogers and Crawford as a centre back partnership. We've got about another 3 to 6 weeks, obviously, until Stafford's back. So, he will slot into this spot instead of Crawford. And then we've got Byers playing at right back. There is a small part of me that's considering playing Max Greer at right back and Byers at centre back because he's a 2.5 star, Crawford's a 2 star. But this is the starting lineup that we've been going with and things haven't gone wrong so far. So let's continue playing this way. Grace and McKinley through central midfield. Teelan, Starboy out from the left. Ruhi in that cam role. And then McLennan from the right-hand side with Cushney up top as the advance forward. Only concern today is that Scott is a little bit tired after the previous game because he did play 90 minutes, so he probably will have to come off at some point in time, at which point Sean McDermott's going to get a look in at left back. So could be a good chance to see a decent amount of game time from him, but he has played really well for me every time he's come on previously, as you can see. Shane McGinty there with 6.45 average rating. Not the best. So we dropped him down to the bench for now, but he is still a decent option. Let's get into the game. Lovely jubbly. Here we go. So they've won both of their games that they've played in their league as well. And like it says, they are favourites to beat us. They're playing with a diamond formation. We're still playing our 4-2-3-1. I think we'll be fine. Oh, they're already on the attack into the middle. Oh, heavy. Shields makes a nice save though. Filled me with confidence, that boy. I feel like he's I'm going to say this and it's going to backfire here, but he feels like a rocking goal. Ball in, headed over by their player as well. Goal kick to us. All right, panic stations a little bit. They've 14 minutes and we've been under the pump from them twice. 2 shots from them, 1 on target. We've had a shot as well. So all things considered, not too bad. Possession, not looking great though at all. We were 37 and now 43% possession. Ball over the top. Crawford's made a terrible error there. Andrew Mitchell scores a goal against us. That was horrendous. This is actually one of the things that's mentioned in the patch notes is mistimed opportunities from defenders when they're jumping up for headed balls and stuff like that. But that is Crawford making a terrible mistake. Just jumps and achieves nothing. See, 6.2 from Crawford. Absolute shocker. We do need to be better here. Oh, McKinley's intercepted the ball. Lovely. Puts it through. McClellan. Oh, he should have slotted through. He should have absolutely slotted through to Cushney there. Cushney was just literally perfectly kept himself on side just ahead of the run of play. And ball's hoofed out by their defender there. Scott to Thielen, Starboy. Out to Scott. Big ball forward. Jarvis manages to intercept and pick it up. Out to their winger McDermott. Or their right back, maybe. O'Donnell. Rogers manages to get his head on it. No missed timing from them. Oh, come on. That was unfortunate from Thielen. Lovely stop there by Grace. We've looked a bit wish-washy here, to be honest. It's relatively 50-50, but we're just unfortunate with that mistake from Crawford, who's having an absolute shocker. I shouldn't have doubted it. Do we give Graham Crown a go? I reckon we do. That is a stoppage, though. That is one thing to consider. But on a 6.1, we can't have that. John Scott also on a 6.3, and he's tired. We might just bring McDermott on now. There we go. Those boys were not having the greatest today, so we'll bring on a couple of different defenders. Hopefully, we can pull this back. I don't want to drop down to a cautious mentality either, because that's going to leave us in a position where we're not attacking as much, and we need a goal. Right, Cushney starts play again. Back to Rogers. Sorry if I'm sounding a bit snotty today. I'm not massively well, so I might sound a bit more rough than usual. Right, McDermott for them. Back to O'Donnell. Wilson. Back to O'Donnell to McDermott. They're just playing it around in the three of them here. Bagley pops it forward to Glackin. Nothing came from it, but it's out to Jarvis. Big header there from McDermott. And it's a goal kick. I thought that Shields had seen it wide, but he hadn't. Ball foot. We are just getting absolutely pumped here at the minute. Not looking good. 7 shots, 3 on target from them as opposed to our 3 and 1. And unfortunately, Shields has been beaten again. Oh, this is not what we wanted to do. You know what? If we're going out, let's go out in style, shall we? Let's pop ourselves on attack. Let's encourage the lads. And let's try and get something moving. But they are all over us. We've had no chance here. Not sure they should have had 2 goals from a 0.64 XG, but we've done nothing, so we can't really complain. That was a terrible ball into the middle by Ruhi, just too far, and it's picked up by Wilson. Slotted through to Glackin. Oh, I thought Grace was going to make another lovely challenge there. Rogers does manage to recover the ball, which is good. Not beaten for pace today. Shield showing off his footwork. Decent ball forward, but we're not able to secure it. Rogers again with a lovely interception. He's great. He's great, Rogers. Said that now it's going to be a problem, isn't it? Oh, lovely save by Shields. Perfect. And Crown manages to see the ball out. Cushney's not having a great game after I bigged him up either. Oh, that was a shocker from them. I'm glad that happened because that was near enough open goal. All right, time to make a change. So, Ben Cushney on a 6.3 is not good enough. Let's go with Lewis Barr. Reese Byrne to come on the right. And we'll bring on Shane McGinty up top. Come on then, lads. Let's encourage the boys again. Let's go. And they've got a free kick immediately. McKendry. Whoa, that was pretty good. The curl on that was unreal. Off the inside of the post, and then Shield got hands to it. Thielen's away. Ball forward to McGinty, not able to get there. Barr heads it down. We've just been absolutely manhandled here today, which is not ideal. Almost certainly going to knock our confidence a little bit, but shouldn't do us too bad. In the league, we've been in great form. Lovely, lovely tackle by Crown. Ball forward from Byers to nobody. Rogers to Barr, heads it on. Nobody able to get there. Barr does pick it up again, though. And we just hoof the ball forward to nobody. That is another thing that was supposedly in the patch notes as well. These just aimless balls forward. And I don't understand why they're still happening. We just lose possession again because of that. Maybe it's because we're a lower league side and we're not as skillful. Perhaps in, Premier League teams and stuff that wouldn't happen. But I just don't understand how or why this keeps happening to us. Let's demand more. We've not been good enough here today. Ruhi in the middle. Drops it back to Teelan. Slots it across the box. Byrne picks it up. And bounces it off of their player out for a corner kick. We've not even had another shot since I said that we were doing all right in terms of shots. Ruhi towards the middle. Rogers picks it up. Slots it back to McDermott. Big old ball forward. Nothing came of it. McDermott to throw the ball in. Teelan. Come on, son. At least that's a shot. And that's a shot on target, I believe. We're on very attacking now, so we are giving it our all. Ruhi takes the ball down, not able to do anything with it. Grace picks it up. Back to the corner of the box in Rogers, who has a shot, scars it over the bar. Well, one of their players has had a big injury. Good opportunity for us to make the most of a situation here. Not going to happen, though. Bar to Byrne. Oh, McGinty's... Oh, the fourth finishing is a struggle. Who says finishing means nothing? That fella there is proving to me that finishing means everything. He's literally taken the ball with nobody in front of him and he's just put it straight at the goalkeeper. Again, it was deflected. No, it looked easier to score than miss. He is terrible up front. We're never playing McGinty up front ever again. Today was the last time. Look at this though, much better towards the end of the game. Just unfortunate we couldn't make anything of it. Ball out to Carson, big ball forward, and that is full time. There we go. Unfortunately, we are out of the League Cup. Teelan's still having a great game, even though we were terrible. Byrne not doing so great on that right-hand side. He played all right for me last game when we brought him on the left. Ruhi is normally a superstar. McGinty up top. That was poor. That was poor. Two golden opportunities there. We could have at least made a half decent effort, and it would have been 3-2. A couple of consolation goals, but not meant to be. On we move to the next game back in the league, and hopefully another win, boost that confidence back up. All right, so we're not too far out from the next game. And after that last game, I know it was a bit different because we were playing a team that were, far superior to us in terms of their, league and ability. But the striker position really did concern me. Obviously, we brought in Salah Jallo, but he has been poor in front of goal, not scored too many goals. Ben Cushney seems to be okay, but when Ben Cushney has an off day, we don't have another prolific striker, so I have brought in James Convey, who can play on the left wing, which is nice for us, but he can also play up top as well. So he's an option there. We can have him on there, and then he can be an option for the wing and for striker, as well as Byrne, who's an option for a wing and striker. So I feel a bit more comfortable now with James Convey coming in. And we brought him in on loan, and we're paying nothing for his wages. Not sure how we've managed it, to be honest, but yeah, all of the players we brought in on loan, again, it must just be an Irish thing or Northern Irish thing. As soon as they come in on loan, they come in with no wages paid and nobody seems to have any problem with it. Maybe we'll try them out in the next game. And just before we drop into the game, we also won Manager of the Month. Excellent stuff. 2 games played, 100% win ratio. Same as these two boys as well, but, they're not me. So that's why. That's why. Conor Razmataz, Manager of the Month for the Lad 41 Championship. Excellent. Here we go. Big game in the league. Newry City versus Ballinamallard. We are at home. We're going to go with what we've pretty much been going with, just a very, very slight change. So we're sticking to a balanced mentality. We're going to see how the game plays out to start with. And as you can see, we are playing Shields in goal, Scott at left back, Rogers and Byers at centre back, which is the slight change, with then Greer playing at right back, both on wing backs, the full backs. Grace and McKinley through a central midfield. Ruhi is the cam. Teelan on the left. McClellan on the right. And Cushney up top. We have also taken McGinty out of the lineup. And we've put Convey in as an option to come on at left wing, cam, or at striker. And we can move these guys around relatively freely. So I think he's a really good option. And in his last few games, he's been playing cracking. So fingers crossed he'll continue that kind of form with us. And he'll be a worthwhile player having brought in. Let's get stuck into the game and hopefully beat our biggest challengers for the year. Alrighty, here we go. This is our lineup. I'm feeling relatively confident with our team as we are at the moment. Relatively confident. There is, the smallest bit of concern that we might not Be what I thought we was last episode after all that confidence, after the result previously against Coleraine. But whatever, just in the league, and that was a Premiership team. So we'll see. Ball out to Byers, back to Ruhi. Let's hold on to the ball nicely to start with. Excellent, fantastic. As soon as I speak, we give it away. You love to see it. Ball to McKim, and that is the end of the highlight there. There we go. So they are on the attack, on the off. Knowles puts the ball into the middle. Byers gets the header away. McKinley also managing to intercept. But for whatever reason, it goes straight back to Healy. He's been tagged as one of the best players. He's in the Dream 11. Oh my days. So is Lorcan Ford. What a goal. I can't even be angry about conceding that. That was ridiculous. Healy over. Byers makes the header out. Ford touches the ball. That is, in fact, I am angry about that. That is absolutely ridiculous. I can't even believe that that's a thing. He kicked it with the outside of his boot through my player, I feel like. Byers into McKinley off the bar. Christ, come on. We need to do better than this. I don't want to encourage the boys. I know that we're not the favourites here, but we should be. Based on the way that we're playing. These boys have not had an easy run of it. Look, 1-1, lost one. Budaf to Knowles. Hold on a minute. Let me just check something. Here we are. We've got it all set already. Ball over the top. Rogers recovers it. Take your time. Or don't. Ball out to McClellan. Whips it in. Cushney's there. I think he might have been offside. He was offside. That's the kind of stuff that we want to see, though. That early cross into the box. Let's see. Can we want to work the ball into the box as well? We don't want to be missing these chances. McKim manages to save the ball at the back. Rogers with a big header. Ruhi to Grace over the top towards Cushney. Can't get there. Thielen, come on, fella. Star signing. Ball into the middle. Cushney's there. Lovely job. Bottom left-hand corner. Ben Cushney back in the goals. And all of a sudden, this nonsense from Ford, written off. Never happened. Never took place. That's a lovely cross in. And Cushney just makes sure that he beats, I'm not going to click him, but old mate to the ball. Don't know who it was. Great goal. Yeah, we'll still make the change. We want to keep working the ball into the box. We don't want 10, 15 shots and only 3 of them on target. We can't afford for that kind of stuff to happen today. McClellan, lovely, picks up the ball through to Cushney. Sends Ruhi on his way. He has a crack, but near post, keeper's not going to get beaten. That's another thing that they've worked on in the change list. Near post, keeper's not getting beaten so much. Shields also making a lovely save. Good. We're looking like the better side so far. It's a bit 50-50, but we're just edging it, I think. Greer, ball forward to McClellan. McClellan gets the cross away to Thielen. Headed with absolute weakness. Got the neck of a toothpick there. Just slots it into the keeper's hands. Cushney almost picks up the ball. Budaf to Reitman. Or Whiteman. But Conville to McKinnon. Ball forward to Ford. Here we go. Outside of the boot. Absolute rocket into my top corner again. No doubt. Knowles out to Whiteman. Shouldn't be there on his own. Shields. Lovely save. Lovely save. Come on, boys. Ball pop forward. Thielen picks it up. Through to Ruhi. Love to see it. Thought he was going to put it back, but he's not. McClellan. That's not a shot, is it? Tell me that's not a shot. That was horrendous if that was a shot. We are back up into first, though, with that draw, where we're currently drawing. Very close game. Very, very close game. 5 shots, 3 on target. 4 shots for them, 3 on target. Byers, ball over the top to Cushney. Cushney holds up the play nicely. Back to Thielen, to Grace, just outside the area. Back to Rogers, ball over the top to Thielen. Nods it down to Ruhi. Just wide of the post. It's an intense game. But for whatever reason, I don't feel uncomfortable in the position we're in. Quelle not able to do anything. Shields has had a mare. Rogers has almost passed the ball back into his own net. Oh, lads, let's just calm it down, shall we? We're getting a bit panic struck at the minute. That was absolute chaos on our goal line. Ruhi out to Greer. Greer pops the ball in towards Cushney. Their goalkeeper tries to make the stop. Not going to happen. Is that not a penalty, referee? Really? All right. Shot from us bounces off their defender straight into the goalkeeper's hands. All right, McClellan to put the ball in. Comes in near post. Better defending at the near post. Another thing. We're seeing all of the match engine changes. Their goalkeeper comes out, makes the stop. Falls to Greer at right back. Grace, ball over the top towards Thielen. Gets there. Cushnie's in. It's a beautiful goal. Ben Cushnie, 2 goals, puts us 2-1 up. Lovely job just before half time as well. That was what we needed before we go in. Now, instead of getting screamed at, the boys are going to be dancing in the changing rooms. Lovely job, fellas. Beautiful goal. Don't need to see the replay. Shouldn't have skipped it. Should have watched it. We would love watching the replay of our goals. But I just want to get on. I want to get into the next goal. Let's score another one. We're looking a little bit worried about Grace. I don't like the fact that he's on a yellow card. And we do have, technically, our best central midfielder to come on. So I am happy with the number of shots we've had. It has been a great... Can't say it like that, apparently. But it has been a great first half for us. Grace is going to very, very shortly come off. And possibly Byers as well, because he's looking very tired. Ball over the top. Nobody able to get there. Rolls out of play for us to have a goal kick. Beautiful stuff. We'll wait till about 50 minutes. Fingers crossed Grace doesn't get sent off before that. For a second yellow. 55 maybe. All right, ball forward from Shields. Ruhi drops it forward to Cushnie. Cushnie has a crack from miles out. He wants his hat-trick. Unfortunately, straight over the bar. That is about 55 minutes. Let's bring off... Oh, McKinley's also on a yellow card. Look, you can ease off the tackles. We don't need you necessarily attacking people, but my ball-winning midfielder, we will need you. So, Clark comes on as the ball-winning midfielder. That shorts us up a little bit. And Byers is very tired. So, what we're going to do, Crown or Crawford? Graham Crown comes on. Can't have nerves like that. I can't do it. So Crown comes on. At some point in time, we might have to bring Crawford on as well and move Crown out to right back if Greer ends up being a bit tired. But he's looking like he'll probably make it through the whole second half. Rogers is a little bit tired though, so we might see Crawford anyway, or even perhaps McDermott can come in. Either way, let's have a look at who else needs to come off. For now, Ben Cushnie seems to be fine at the moment, and he's chasing his hat-trick, so we're not going to take him off. Thielen's looking okay for the time being, and he's on an 8.5, so having an excellent game. I think we leave it as it is. 2 stoppages left, 3 more substitutes to make across the next 30 minutes, give or take. But we are firmly in control. Now he's saying that Thielen should come off. We'll wait for 70. Oh, maybe I should have just made it. Ah, Shields makes the save, but somehow it goes through his hands. Oh, no. That's unfortunate. Shields gets there, but just got, paper hands straight through. Right, let's make the change. Oh, God. That kind of feels like they might be on a break there, but James Convey, you can come on at left wing. Lewis Barr, can you play Cam? You can't. I feel like we do this. McClellan comes in. As the attacking midfielder on attack, and then we'll bring Reese Byrne on at right wing. Also on attack. Feel like Greer can cover it. Should be Scott, really. Maybe we'll put them all on attack. And these boys can cover us. Feel like we will. That's 4 subs. Got 1 more to make and 1 more stoppage. All right, let's continue on. Thielen. Last opportunity for him before he comes off and puts the ball straight into the middle. And unfortunately, their players got hold of it. Ford is forward. Oof, thankfully, he's missed. That's a goal kick. Our substitutes have been made. They're on. Right, come on, lads. Let's encourage you. Ball forward from Clark. Rogers picks it up nicely. Slots it through. Takes a deflection off McKim straight into their goalkeeper's hands. Right, ball out to Scott at left back. Comes up. Convey, his first opportunity to show us what he's made of. Scott's holding on to the ball at left back again. Clark drops it forward for Cushnie, but he's not there. He is, however, on the rebound. Convey has a crack straight over the bar. Second touch, first shot from McConvey. Rogers is tired, so it's saying to bring Crawford on. I think that is the only option that we have there. Yeah, John Scott's going to have to hold on. Crawford comes on and that is our subs made. Let's hit him with a bit of a positive mentality for the last 5 and we'll encourage... I've clicked the wrong button. I was going to say we'll encourage the lads. Hopefully we score in. It doesn't really matter. Ball forward to Scott. Not going to happen in that passage of play anyway. Scott bangs the ball back up towards our end. Crawford picks it up, plays the ball forward to McClellan, who's obviously playing at Cam now. Byrne drops it back to Crown. Ball forward towards McClellan, but not going to happen. Thought Kushner was just going to nod his head on it instead of Scott catching it there. Scott hooves the ball forward. Greer headed towards Byrne. Byrne plays it on to McClellan. He's only gone and done it, Michael McClellan, at the very death of the game. At 91 minutes, it'll be 92 by the time it's counted. Yeah, there it is. But 92 minutes into the game with 4 minutes of added time to be played. What an unbelievable ball over from Byrne. That's an assist. Almost straight at the keeper again there, but pretty good. Him as a cam, not too bad by the sounds of it. Plays great on the right wing, plays great at cam. Let's hold this one out until the final whistle. This should be it here. We might have maybe one more opportunity on the end of it. Or they might. Who knows? Is it destined to be a draw? No, it's not. We win 3-2. Fantastic. And I feel like their goals were a little bit nonsense, really. Shields getting his hands to it, but not being able to keep hold of it. It can't have been that powerful from that far out. Surely he's been a solid goalkeeper up until today, but he had a very average game, as you can see. And their first goal from forward, this is absolutely ridiculous. Outside of the foot, that is ridiculous. I'm not having it. That was me potentially getting FM'd in the first 6 minutes. Thankfully, we managed to overcome the nonsense, and we have won. We should be top of the table. Let's have a quick look. In a bout of absolute nonsense, we're not top of the table. Dergview have also won all 3 of the games that they've played. That it can only be based on goals for, then, I assume, is why they're above us in the table. I was going to say it's not alphabetical. 9 points. Unfortunately, we're in second place. But come the end of the season, we're going to be winning this league. I'm telling you. We will be winning this league. I've got a really good feeling about us in the league. Newry City was supposed to be one of our hardest challenges. And yeah, that was a tough game. Don't get me wrong. Very tough game. But if we can pull off a win against them, we can pull off a win against Dergview, who were due to finish, according to the media, in 6th. They're just having a good start to the season. We're going to batter them. Don't worry about it. So there you go. Certainly not the perfect episode. 1 loss in the cup and we have been knocked out, but then 1 win in the league. What a cracker of a game it was as well. Some nonsense from their goals, but whatever. You can't be too bitter about it. I'm sure we'll score one like that later in the season and I'll be over the moon about it and, call them the best player on earth. Next time when we come back, we have got a big game against Dergview, which I'm going to be playing. Obviously, where they are in the table at the moment, that's going to be quite important. And then a team that we struggled against last season, obviously, when we were at Banbridge, so slightly different, but a game also in the league against Moyola Park. If you've enjoyed that video and the series so far, please do smash that like button. It does make a massive, massive difference. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more FM23 content.